We're a very prominent place. We have security cameras for a reason. It's not who we are. We're not going to hide.
Rabbi YUDI STEINER is the director of the Center for Jewish Life at George Washington University, a school that boasts one of the largest Jewish populations of any in the U.S. On any given night, Rabbi STEINER hosts about 150 students from here on campus for dinner and conversations about Judaism.
150 students come for a family experience, an experience of belonging and of cultural identity.
So it makes sense that when a fraternity was vandalized and a copy of the Holy Torah doused with detergent, he was one of the first calls.
There's a text message that was sent, I think, at about 2:30 from this Jewish student in the fraternity. Rabbi, the Torah has been desecrated. I'm not going to bed until you tell me what I need to do.
He showed us that Torah copy that's now being kept at the campus synagogue until proper disposal.
The Yud and the Hey and the Vav and the Hey, that's the four-letter ineffable name of God. And so it's there, and when you have a name like that, you don't just dispose of it.
While this particular incident is still under investigation and Steiner urges students not to jump to conclusions, researchers say reports of anti-Semitism on college campuses are on the rise.
Students will wake up and they'll walk down the hallway of their dorm room or from their dorm room and they'll see there's a swastika on the wall.
We heard of from many people who reported having somebody do a Nazi salute towards them.
According to data from the American Jewish Committee, 50% of Jews over the age of 18 believe anti-Semitism has increased on college campuses. A separate study from the Anti-Defamation League says 43% of Jewish college students say they experienced and or witnessed anti-Semitic activity in the last year. When you think of modern examples of anti-Semitism, far-right ralliers marching through Charlottesville may come to mind. According to the ADL, Jewish students report a nearly equal concern of the political left and the political right. When it comes to the far right,
Jewish control of the media, Jewish control over the banks, Jewish control of universities.
And when it comes to the ideological far left.
This isn't folks wearing hoods and marching through Charlottesville. This is folks saying, I don't want Zionists or Jewish students who support Israel part of my club. I don't think they belong on campus.
Jeffrey HERBST, who has been the president of both secular and non-secular universities, says pro-Israel students should be open to debate.
I don't think it's appropriate to immediately say you're anti-Semitic. You may get there, but you can first say, you've got your facts wrong or that's just not correct without invoking what is kind of a sledgehammer.
In a recent op-ed, he encouraged fellow university leadership to get ahead of potentially heated debates by inviting a variety of speakers to campuses. He also encouraged them to be proactive about potential threats.
Sometimes colleges overlook anti-Semitism as an issue in climate because of the perception that it's either not much of a problem or a perception that Jewish students are well ensconced and comfortable.
Back at GW, Steiner says he's doing his part to expose more people to the Jewish culture and pride, leading Jewish students in a march across campus days after the incident.
We walked outside and it was time to start. And there was just a sea of people. And that's all we needed to know. We needed to know that the overwhelming majority of GW students support and love and are sending a very clear message that this will not happen on this campus.
He's encouraging students to focus on the other side of the statistics, like the hundreds of fellow students who marched in solidarity.
And if society needs something more today, it's not only, there's my caveat, to be aware of the hate, but it's to be aware of the life-affirming love in yourself, in your neighbors, in everyone. Talk to people. Spread love.
Amber Strong, Newsy, Washington.